only takes a P, and they've both gone. Okay, Mark, I think, should be sitting fairly comfortable now in terms of the win. He'll probably be just being careful and trying to maximize his spread without being reckless.
30.
Yeah, I mean, he can score with use and spout. We gives nothing away and scores a lot. He's now got way on his rack, setting up sway. A nice setup. He does it, depending on where he's considering to put it. He can play way, ER, Yi. So Mark should probably be considering the only way he can lose here would be a big bonus through the J, but with the lack of vowels, that's looking increasingly unlikely. He could probably score his way out anyway. Yeah, he's gone for the way, sway hook in future. 30 points. Giving him the best part point lead. Very much like Mark then. I think David, well, he may be considering just minimizing the spread, which is not unreasonable, but he's not completely out of this, but he'll have to be bold. Something opening. J is still sitting there as a faint possibility of a bonus through it, which would score reasonably well if it's doubled. He may be considering that way as a setup, but there's no point in him trying to block Mark. He needs to hope Mark doesn't have anything huge and hope he gets something pretty hefty himself. Now, from David's point of view, distinct lack of vowels, only AAI unseen, and he only holds 2 himself, so it's pretty desperate. Options could be Fern through the ER.
VA1.
Again, keeps 2 R's, but needs a miracle. RO perhaps, keeping liner. He can score with flyer or friar, but it's never going to win him the game. Let's see what he does. I mean, one possibility from David's point of view is that Mark has no vowels, in which case he really will struggle to score anything. There aren't many vowel floaters, so that could be his only way of winning. I suspect David will take the points, which is exactly what he's doing, playing flyer. As I can see, the highest scoring move, although it's difficult to see it being very winning unless he picks all 3 consonants here. Which, of course, we know not Mark's got one of them.
41.
Taking the lead down to 52, but the only hope there is 7 consonants from Mark, and no further consonants, I would reckon. David's picked. Excuse me. David's picked 1 eye, which is certainly not enough from his point of view in terms of winning the game. Mark's back should win the game. He'll probably just be very carefully checking there's nothing at all feasible with the unseen. Mark will probably just be checking that Vax gives him a sufficient lead that he can survive a 3 consonant pickup, which I'm sure it is. He's going to get an A, obviously, but he'd be considering the worst, because what he has to do in this position. Okay, David's moves, Zinc, it's fairly up, Zinc or Zek, Zin. I'd be very surprised if he can go out into whatever he does. At least not one that Mark can't block. The game is certainly dead in terms of win-loss, it's just a question of spread. I suspect Zinc might be best, although I haven't worked out the permutations.
42.
You've also got to consider Mark's rack, of course, which is than RL. Yeah, Quackle definitely likes Zinc. It's not infallible Quackle, but it's pretty decent, certainly better than me. The end game. It goes for Zinc. This is going to gain him 24 points, according to Quackle. Then Zek, then Zin. So obviously giving up Than to Mark, which is sitting nice on his rack. And I suspect they'll both struggle to go out slowly, giving David a slight gain, and he should lose by about 70 points. Yep, sure enough, he's gone for Zinc for 42, I think. Counting's notoriously bad. Be very surprised if Mark doesn't go for that. Although, of course, David's play of zinc has now given him tack, rack, knack, even arch. Mark's gone for Dan quite quickly. He's certainly down on time. But if my eyes don't deceive me, he's gone over.
Ball. Yeah.
Right. Crackle here likes KOKI. Guess that would leave Tron.
Do you know, I wasn't even sure about
possibly some other out.
I was checking my twos, and then that was obviously, I'd forgotten it. KI.
Yeah, Nerl and Tron, so playing the K is definitely the move. It looks like it's going to do. It could be a perfect ending from David.
10, yeah, sorry.
Possibly the mid game that cost him. I think Pities and Guitar were slight. Oh, he's lost a bit by putting it there rather than position. C9 would have been 22 points. So slight miss there from David. But yeah, I think Pities and Guitar were probably the key slight mistakes. David.
So where's the other one?
That's allowed Mark to go out. Giving Mark, as far as I can see, a 80-point win. Well done to Mark. 4 times champion. I'm going for his 5th title.
That's a mistract.
Hopefully we'll see you on game 3
Sorry?
of the UK NSC.
1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the other one? Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Cures most deals. Oh, just getting glare off the tiles.
Yeah, you got to start mid game there, didn't you? That was, you were scoring 10, you know, that missed it on it for me. Where I was
Tested a few players, and he said very easy from the other.
And then at the end, does it look alright?
Sorry?
I didn't try and push for bonus at the end because it wasn't going to be one.
I suddenly thought that if you got bonuses with me,
Last game on camera. Reroll.
what's your player name?
10 Maori thing.
1-0.
Yeah. Stop telling me.
Was there much said about that?
I didn't catch much really.
There's some interesting moves there. Really interesting moves.
Yeah, that's good. Didn't get to listen to much of it.
It's too late with an O. And
Yeah.